Treatment in progress. Yeah, I bet. Okay, so Orky Bork is back, and today we're gonna once again show you all the crazy stuff I got for Christmas this year, including all this stuff. No, not actually, this is just stuff just chilling here. Alright, okay, so, yeah, here it is. Get a nice view of that. Is that nice enough? I know it's slightly cut off the top of NHL All-Star Hockey 98 there, but whatever, there you go. Man, it's been a while since we filmed a video here, isn't it? Alright, okay. So first off, we got to acknowledge the elephant in the room, and that would be Doraemon 3 Nobita no Machi SOS for the Nintendo 64. The third and final Doraemon game released for the N64 in July of 2000. This is a really uncommon game, and I got it for like either 13 or 17 US dollars. So much cheaper than what it normally goes for. Though of course if you bought it locally in Japan, you could probably get it nice and cheap too. I do have the other two Doraemon games on the N64, but you haven't seen those yet, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, I kind of worry that these three Doraemon games are not actually playable without knowing Japanese. I mean, maybe they are, but you'll be missing out on a lot, I'm sure. So it'll be a very half-assed experience. Is this possibly the best one of the three? I don't know. Next on our list is both Gex 64 Enter the Gecko and Gex 3 Deep Cover Gecko. I'm in the process of getting all the Gex games, though ever since 2020 the only Gex game I have is Gex Deep Pocket Gecko on the Game Boy Color. So now I just need the Game Boy Color version of Gex Enter the Gecko and the original Gex, which I hope to get the Sega Saturn version for. And then thanks to my brother, this year he got me Disney's Donald Duck Going Quackers, also for the Nintendo 64. Another sort of uncommon game, because it was released in the fucking year 2000. I'm sure you know this, but you know, it's like Crash Bandicoot, but with Donald Duck. So it's like Donald Bandicoot. Yes. I wonder how well Tony Anselmo remembers the recording sessions for this game. Past me, get it right. It's Tony Anselmo. Next up we got Tiger Woods PGA Tour 06 for the original Xbox. It was $4.50. Yeah, I have the Xbox 360 version of this, so they kind of go nice hand in hand. Look forward to seeing the GameCube and maybe even the PS2 version of this game in a future video. And then we got Project Gotham Racing 4 for the Xbox 360. I'm digging this so far. I'm really digging this series entirely, and now I have them all. You haven't seen Project Gotham Racing 2 appear in any of my videos yet, but I do own it. And last year I got Metropolis Street Racer on the Dreamcast for free, along with other Dreamcast games. And again, now I have them all. And in this one, you know, you can ride a fucking bike. And that's pretty freaking radical. And then we got Tearaway on the PlayStation Vita, a game that was made to show off and take advantage of the PlayStation Vita's wacky capabilities, like the front and rear touchscreen, the front and rear camera, the gyroscope, all that cool stuff. Yeah. A revolutionary platform adventure awaits. And then we got, let's see here, we got NBA Shootout 2000. There was never an NBA Shootout 99. It was planned, but I guess it just became this. Or they just didn't have the time to release it. Anyways, good game. I like this. And then some more Disney action for you. We got Disney's Treasure Planet on the PlayStation 1. I actually never even heard about this game until Kedekur's video on Disney PS1 games. That and also Atlantis the Lost Empire. I didn't know that was a PS1 game either. I've played a little bit of this. This is a really nice little 3D platformer. And yeah. There's also a PS2 and Game Boy Advance Treasure Planet that I'll be getting at some point. Have any of you seen this movie? Much less have seen this movie back in the year 2002? Let me know in the comments. Or maybe tell me if you have seen this movie in general. Maybe even tell me what year it was that you saw the movie. Well, I've never seen the movie myself, though maybe I will one day, but to, add some more to the conversation, did you buy this game back in the day? Did you, buy this game at all? When did you buy it, Or any of the other Treasure Planet games, like one of the PC ones, or, the Game Boy Advance or PlayStation 2 Treasure Planet. Did you buy those back in the day or recently or whatever? You get the idea. Let me know in the comments. And for the Switch of Nintendo, we got Yoshi's Crafted World. God damn, do I wish I actually got this back in March of 2019. Yeah. And then we got Ghost Runner, which is a interesting, fun little first-person action game. You swing a sword, you kill a people, you platform. I really like what I'm seeing here. This actually doesn't have a physical release in North America on the PS4, strangely. Now, yes, the PS4 is region-free, but it's like, why didn't they do that? But here it is for the Switch. There you go. They had to give it a massive update to have it run better on our beloved Switch hardware, though. Sid of Valis on the Sega Genesis. Now I have all 3 Valis games on the Genesis, and really one of the last Valis games I can reasonably get, because things like MSX and Sharp X68000 and TurboGrafx CD and PC Engine CD, or I guess PC Engine Super CD-ROM 2, will have to wait for a long time. Yeah, cutesy Valis with a cutesy Yuko going around doing wacky shit involving the Sword of Valis. Really glad to finally have it. Then we got Mario Lemieux Hockey also on the Sega Genesis. A nice solid hockey game put out early in the system. I believe it was the first hockey game on the system. Fun stuff. And then for the Wii, which turned 15 this year, we got 4 Wii games. I've gotten more Wii games this year, but these are the 4 in the context of Christmas. Here we have Tournament Pool. It came out in 2009, and I have zero memory of it coming out in 2009 because, well, that was just a different time. It's billiards. It's one of 3 standalone billiards games released in North America, and now I have all 3 of them, the other 2 being Pool Hall Pro and Pool Party. Pool Hall Pro not only being the best of the 3, but still my favorite billiards game ever. It's serviceable, but, it could have been better. Like, even Pool Party took better advantage of the system's graphical capabilities and maybe just capabilities overall, but it's still a functional game. Then we have Championship Foosball, which I played once, and I really should revisit it, but it is seems to be a little bit tricky to get the hang of, A foosball game is a cool idea, but yeah, just something you're better off playing in real life, but hey, still, good idea for at least to try. So I appreciate that this exists. And then we got 2 games of a similar caliber. We got Dance Dance Revolution Hottest Party and Dance Dance Revolution. In Europe, this game is known as Dance Dance Revolution Hottest Party 4. Why in the name of fuck didn't they just call that, call the game that here is beyond me. Yeah, I got them because I actually got a Wii dance pad recently for free, along with a bunch of other stuff back in June. Now, I've of course had the GameCube, dance pad, the DDR Mario Mix dance pad ever since Christmas 2012. And yeah, I'm sure that works just fine on these games and any other, DDR Wii game, but I still never really felt inclined to get more of them. Until now, and well, here they are. This one, of course, has some Wii balance board, modes and compatibility and whatnot. And it was released in 2010. I have zero memory of this coming out back in 2010. So, yeah. And then Dance Dance Revolution Hottest Party. Yeah, this one has some like Wii Mote gimmicks where, you know, you swing the Wii remote and nunchuck. I mean, so does this one, but yeah, there you go. Gotta explore the song list here, because I like what I'm seeing with these two. Then we got NHL All-Star Hockey 98 for the Sega Saturn, but behind it, we got a hockey puck. Why don't we take a look at them both for a second? Alright, okay. Oop, careful now. So this hockey puck isn't actually a Christmas gift, but it's a cool little thing I found down here recently. Official game book, NHL 2000. Commissioner. And it says this stuff here. Made in Canada. Oh, shit. There we go. Official NHL. Los Angeles Kings. Anyways, let's get back on topic. So, this game is a Saturn version of NHL Power Play 98. Yeah, it wasn't all by Sega, unlike, say, NBA... Well, actually, no, NBA Action 98 was by Visual Concepts on the Saturn. So I guess World Series Baseball 98 would be a better example. It functions. Yeah. It'll get the job done. You want hockey on your Sega Saturn? Well, here you go. And now we'll finally talk about the Famicom Disk System here. Yes, here it is. This now 35-year-old device is now in my possession. When I first heard about it, it was like 22 years old. And now it's not fucking 22 years old. How about that? Time flies. Oh, God. I'll say more about it soon, but, you know, here it is in all of its glory. You know, a fucking RAM adapter with this mysterious unused port, which the French NES actually has an RGB connector that doesn't actually output RGB. I guess it's just there just for some sort of television standard or whatever. But that connector, male connector on the console and female connector for the cord, seems to actually use the same exact port as this. Now, of course, if you did plug that in to this, it wouldn't do dick on a stick, but there you go. There's some history for you. What was this going to be used for? Who knows? I saw somebody on Reddit say that maybe it was for a cartridge bypass unit. Like, maybe you'd plug a device in there so you could still then plug in your Famicom cartridges. I know this is a Genesis cartridge, but fucking just roll with me for 2 seconds here. You know, because this would have been like a permanent attachment to the console. But it's like, you want to still play Famicom carts? There you go. Anyways, the games I got in this order are Exciting Baseball. It's by Konami, so it's bound to be good, right? Super Mario Bros. 2. You know, the game that sold half as much as the console did. Yeah, you know, this sold 2 million units, whereas this sold 4. And then we got Aigo Kyo Robon Taikyokyu. Yeah, this game is actually also on the regular-ass Famicom as a cartridge, so there you go. And I'm really glad that all three of these games actually, you know, have their cases, these little plastic cases in their manuals. It's going to be real difficult to try and get Famicom Disk System games all like this, but, you know, we'll see how well we can do with that, huh? And my copy of Mario 2 here actually has Mario 1 on side B. How about that shit? Anyways. Hi there, Sidavalis. How you doing there? Alright, so I gotta film this extra clip here real quick. So, unlike the previous clips you saw, which were all filmed on the 24th, and the last clips you're going to see, which were filmed on the 22nd, I'm actually filming this on Christmas Day. I'm filming this because my brother, a couple hours ago, actually handed me this. Yep, it's a drawing of a N64 cartridge made by one of his friends. As you can see, it's blue, it's got some stars on it, and it says, "Even looking back, you move forward." And I love this. love this a lot, actually. Oh, geez, the camera, come on. Basically, he told her, you know, oh, just like draw like an N64 cartridge, because, you know, my brother knows that I'm going after every Nintendo 64 game that was released worldwide, so this is pretty sweet. I like the colors in it too. It's just, I love it, so thank you to both parties, of course, for making this. Alright, now that we got all that stuff out of the way, let's spend the rest of this video just talking about the Famicom Disk System here for a bit. It's really cool to have one, but, you know, it took this long because it just wasn't as much of a priority, you know, with the barrier to entry and all. Like, of course, I had to get the Famicom first. Here's the AV Famicom that my brother got for me last Christmas. And, you know, of course, I had to get the fucking Nintendo Entertainment System first, you know? The Famicom that we know here in the West. My beloved NES that's, you know, that I've had ever since Christmas 2013 and has served me well all these years. Fucking love you, man. Fucking love you. But you know what? Hey, Famicom Disk System, what can you say about it? It's a piece of Nintendo history. It's a Nintendo system that plays its own unique library of games. But the fact of the matter is, despite what Nintendo had thought, there was just no way in hell this thing was going to actually replace the regular old Famicom, or even be released in North America, or anywhere else in the world for that matter. So mine in particular, even though it was listed as working, and it does, that still doesn't change the fact that I still had to do some messing around with it. Most Famicom disk systems you'll find on eBay will have a replaced belt, but the belt that the seller gave me sucked. It never stayed on, so I had to buy some more belts from Console 5, you know, a website that specifies in console replacement parts. And, you know, when that came along, put that on, had to do a bunch of adjustment with the spindle and the mechanism at all, like, I mean, inside and whatnot, so you don't get error 21 and error 22 and all that shit. So it's definitely a piece of work to be dealt with, but you know what, yeah, and it's a Nintendo system that plays its own unique library of games, so you can fucking bet your ass I had to get my hands on it. There's only around 200 games for it, so, you know, your options are, of course, limited, but, you know, what's there is there. I mean, hey, if you love the NES, you know, this is like the NES 2, basically. There's more NES-style games for you to experience. Of course, you could experience what the Famicom has to offer, but, you know, you get even more options with the Famicom Disk System, you know, assuming you have the patience to deal with one. I mean, of course, you could emulate, but, you know, of course, I had to have the real ordeal. And you know what, hey, the few times we did actually get enhanced audio from the RAM adapter here, you know, like that was taken advantage of, those were always a welcome sight. Like Zelda 1's title theme on the Famicom Disk System version just sounds fucking amazing. I love it so much. So yeah, you know, we'll see where this thing takes me in the years to come. Da 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 da.